GNC Pro Box. The GNC Pro Box. I just woke up. With the membership, you get like 3 of these a year. And they send you stuff that... So this time I got a really tiny protein bar.
That is really tiny.
It's really tiny FitJoy.
FitJoy.
It's like the size of my finger. I got a NitroFlex. I got it's a test booster. I've had this one before. Beyond the Raw Precision BCAAs. Help if you're really sore. I'm really sore right now. Oh, we got Performix Iridium. It's a new protein that's out right now. It's really good. And a Performix Protein Wafer Fruity Charms.
Fruity Charms.
Fruity Charms and Try Sleep. Some sleeping pills.
You need to give those to your mom. What are you watching?
Boruto.
Is this what you spend most of your time doing?
No, I spend most of my time playing League of Legends.
Are we gonna go to the gym now?
Yes. That's what this is. Gym juice.
Gym juice. We're walking into Mud Pie. It's a vegan bakery. There's an upstairs. How is it?
Not a ton different.
What's that?
I was like, that's creepy, dude. Random camera like floating.
You're on the internet.
I'm always on the internet.
You're gonna live forever.
Probably not.
You know, as humans eat meat, it's that simple. There is not that much of a debate, and unfortunately for pigs and chickens, chickens spelled wrong. We are above in the food chain. I don't know if you guys have checked inside of your mouth, but all the teeth that you have in the frontal part are for cutting meat. This is a really great comment, actually. Humans do currently eat the flesh of other animals. That is simple, yes, but that doesn't actually provide any moral justification for doing so. Just because we can physically do something doesn't make it moral. We can physically rape, but that doesn't make rape moral. So just the fact that we can actually do something doesn't make it okay to do so. That's the first thing to mention. There is actually a huge amount of debate. The fact that you've come onto my video to debate me suggests that there is a debate. You obviously feel like an opposing view to myself, which means naturally there is the debate there to be had. You are right in saying that there isn't a debate in the sense that veganism is of course the only actual answer, and everything else other than veganism is immoral, unethical, and obviously flawed. This next bit, unfortunately for pigs and chickens, we are above in the food chain. This is a really, really common argument actually that media is used to say, oh, the food chain. And the problem with this argument is I'm sure the gentleman commenting on this particular video actually doesn't hunt their food themselves. They probably go into the supermarket and buy it. Someone else has probably killed the animal themselves, wrapped it in plastic, and this person is going to the supermarket and buy it. That's not the food chain. The food chain is a natural order that exists in nature and it's part of the ecosystem. Factory farming, artificially inseminating and breeding animals by the billions just so we can kill them and eat their flesh isn't natural. It's not part of the natural order, and as such it's nothing to do with the food chain. These animals that we actually eat wouldn't exist because they've been genetically modified and selectively bred. So by that reason alone, this isn't part of the food chain, because these animals are completely unnatural. So the concept of the food chain is so flawed when it comes to the way that we eat animals, because people aren't doing it in a way that would symbolise natural order or something that would actually be in the food chain. Something like a shark eating a smaller fish, which is eating a smaller fish, which is eating some seaweed. Now that's a natural food chain. What we do to animals and how we kill them and raise them is nothing to do with the food chain. That's such a flawed and pathetic argument. I don't know if you guys have checked this is a groan. I don't know if you guys have checked the inside of your mouth, but all the teeth that you have in the frontal part are for cutting meat. The first thing to mention is actually carnivores don't cut their meat, they tear it. That's very different. We have a knife for cutting, that's a sawing action, you can't do that with your teeth, so it's not for cutting meat. The canines that we have can't tear flesh. I challenge anyone who believes that our canines are for tearing flesh to go get a raw piece of chicken, bite into it and see how well you can eat it just using your canines. The reason that we have these canines, which by the way are very pathetic compared to the canines of actual carnivores and omnivores, is so we can eat fruits like apples, we can crunch into them, we can bite into them. That's the reason we have these very puny canines, is for eating crunchy and hard fruits and plants. So that's the real reason, not because we're naturally obliged or naturally supposed to eat the flesh of other animals.
What are you watching? Oh my god, babe, why are you watching the weirdest videos? Jake. Hi, baby. Hector, look at Jake. Babe, what are you doing? Hector, come look at Jake.